After nearly 40 years of operation, the iconic producer behind Neon Genesis Evangelion, Gurren Lagann, Pantheon Stocking FLCL, Studio Gainax has filed for bankruptcy. The history of Gainax was rife with controversy and questionable financial practices, with former executives treating it like some kind of private establishment, which led to financial and management issues that are well known and have been an almost integral part of the studio's history. The company, then called Daikon Film, was founded in 1984 by a very well-known team, including Anno Hideaki, Sadamoto Yoshiyuki, Yamaga Hiroyuki, Akai Takami, Takeda Yasuhiro, and Higuchi Shinji. Many have since left and launched their own companies, which was in hindsight good decisions, but maybe Gainax would have turned out different if they did stay. The company never really was successful until Anno's Evangelion, which was launched in 1995, emerged as one of the best anime to date, and of course raking in global revenues of over $2 billion, according to one industry source. This was their chance, probably the best any company would have ever received to burst forward, or at the very least head towards the right direction. But, like the famous saying, with great power comes great responsibility and greater chances of temptation. Gainax was dishonest about just how successful the anime had been, and was soon found guilty of tax fraud, with the company president and tax accountant arrested and jailed for concealing 1.56 billion yen, which is more than $10 million by today's conversion rates. That is a huge amount, more so at that time. After this point, Anno left to set up his Kara venture in 2006, but of course Gainax's management-related problems continue. Under the leadership of Maki Tomohiro, who joined in 1992, the company diversified into a struggling restaurant business, established an unsuccessful CG operation, and provided large unsecured loans to its executives. Gainax then began accumulating debts that it was never able to fully pay, and things did not improve following the 2019 arrest of its then representative director Maki on charges of a sexual assault against a minor. This incident pretty much incapacitated the already three-legged company, in their own words, completely losing its ability to operate while still being saddled with a large amount of debt. By the way, Maki was sentenced to 30 months in prison in December 2020 and should be out on the streets now, so I do wonder what he must be thinking with all of this going on. Well, eventually, due to all of this, Gainax was removed from production committees after not paying royalties, and it was sued for debts and other matters. Also in 2020, the management team changed with the support of Kara, but this step forward failed to improve Gainax's financial situation, which was increasingly in crisis. While reviewing documents to fully understand its situation, alongside the studio Kara as creditor, they very surprisingly discovered large amounts of borrowing from financial institutions, defaults on debts to companies in the animation industry, and the sales and transfers of intellectual property and production materials to other companies and individuals without the permission of the original right holders. During this ongoing shit show came a creditor suing Gainax, which, after finding it impossible to continue operating as planned, decided to file an insolvency petition, which was accepted by the Tokyo District Court. In a statement by Kara, they stated that they have long been aware of the poor management and debt of Gainax and have expressed their concerns about the company's management and made proposals which were not accepted for a long time. Following the arrest of Maki, Anno worked with Kadokawa, King Records, and Trigger in order to prevent reputational damage to the Evangelion series and other related works, and per Kara's website, they are still continuing to untangle the IP rights to Gainax's various productions. Then, Anno revamped the management team with the aim to at the very least resolve unpaid payments, but by the time they had understood the situation, Gainax had already found themselves in an unmanageable state of debt, and in the end came to the only sensible conclusion. that it would be difficult to continue operations. The aftermath of this be in order to ensure that creators, original authors, and writers can continue to produce and manage their works in the future. Gainax have worked with each production committee to confirm and organize the rights and transfer the rights to the companies and individuals they deem most suitable. Ano's company has also acquired the trademark and title to Gainax and will continue to manage those elements of the former company. Well, there it is, the end of something that had the best possible chance of leading the anime industry. Having licenses to animes that had no other option than to make money, with merchandise that had no other option than to be bought. And yet, this is how it all ends, in a pathetic situation. And this ain't just my perspective. If you read the official statement from Gainax, you read words that would only prove how pathetic the situation actually was and is. Evangelion has had a huge impact to many, filling a hole to some, creating a hole to some. But all in all, is something that has made its mark in this industry, making this situation all the more sad. But I hope this spirit lives on through Studio Kara and Trigger. If you enjoyed this video, then do consider subscribing to my channel for more.